What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Rambling Felix. How are you guys? Well, I am now sitting in my apartment in Bosnia, in the city Yace. That's what it's called. Yace. Right here. Right, so I'm gonna start a 10-day trip, basically around Bosnia. Well, I landed around 5 p.m. today. Now it's around 9 p.m. I just checked in here. So landed in Sarajevo from Abu Dhabi airport. They have a Wizz Air flight, which is absolutely a steal. So basically I spent like 100 euros on return flight, which is absolutely amazing. Rented a car and got it around 2.5 hours later. So now it's around 9 p.m. here. First impression, quite cold. I mean, I'm from a city that has 4 seasons, and we've got winters that is minus 25 degrees when I was a kid. So for me, for now it's like 2 degree, 1 degree, which is absolutely fine. But obviously comparing to Dubai, where I have lived for the past 8 years, it is very cold. I mean, in comparison. The roads are actually very, very good. Very well maintained. No matter if it's the highway or when I actually start to drive in the mountain area where there's only 2-lane street. The only thing that I was quite concerned about when I was driving around was basically lighting. There was literally no lights on the road in the mountains. So it was a bit scary, not in the sense that it's very dark. I mean, yes, it was very dark, but more like, because the roads are very curvy and there's a lot of round and rounds, and then there's literally no lights that you can actually see the road. So yeah, that was a little bit concerning. That was a little bit annoying at times. But I got it alright. So Yace is going to be my base for the next 3 days. And tomorrow I'm going to visit Travnik, which is a small little town around 1 hour drive from here. And I actually drove past it when I came from Sarajevo to Yace. Yeah, I'm gonna visit there tomorrow. Apparently there's a very nice fortress on the top of the hill, and a few mosques that are quite pretty. Then try out the restaurants there, so I'll give you my honest feedback. So now I'm just gonna go take a shower and just go to bed. That's my plan. Yeah. So stay tuned. We are going on a fun ride this time. Good morning. We are currently at Yace. And today we're going to Travnik, which is around an hour drive. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and the sun just came up. I mean, if there is any sun. So this is the surroundings of my apartment. I mean, it's pretty cold, but we'll manage.
All I want
local, I don't know, like a little market over here. Gonna go and explore the old town, which should be somewhere around here, above the cemetery. I mean, I drove past it, but there's no parking up there, so decided to walk up. It's a nice little town. It's very cold. Oh. And all these little buddies just sleeping, chilling outside. There you go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk up and see what's up. So guys, I'm here inside the castle. So the castle is basically at the top of the old town. It's quite hard to miss. I mean, there's a whole tower up there, so it's very, very easy to find. Those are the two mosques that we passed by. So yeah, tickets. 3 marks, which is like €1.50, I'd say, more or less. Alright guys, so we're down from the hill. Now we're going to try the #1 restaurant here in Travnik. It's right here, called Hari. What's up guys? Hi. So just came back from Travnik. Yeah, so it was a very, very nice little town. I mean the whole way driving there was not that difficult. I mean, like I said yesterday, when I landed from Sarajevo and drove all the way here to Yetse, where I am based right now, the road was quite fine. And this morning, obviously with the sunlight, it became a lot better. But you know, when you drove up to the mountain to get to Travnik, it was quite foggy, so it was still quite scary, obviously, because like literally you can see probably 5 meters in front of you. That was it. So that was a bit scary in the morning, but when I got there, the whole city was very, very chilled. It was such a nice city. It has this absolutely beautiful old town, Stary Grad, that's what it's called here. And the fortress was really, really nice as well. I mean, besides the fact that, you know, the fortress itself is quite well maintained and it has a lot of historical meanings, it also served as a good vantage point to have a view of the whole city, which was actually really, really pretty. Very chill, very, like I said, very chilled, very quiet city. I mean, still you see a lot of life going on there. I mean, when it was during the day, there was a lot of life going on in the markets and all that. So it was pretty fun. The restaurant that I went to, so Hari restaurant, that's what I'm going to call it, because obviously I don't know how to pronounce the second word. So I think that basically means like a Ćevabdžinica restaurant. I'm going to put the link down below, the TripAdvisor link. So it is the #1 restaurant on TripAdvisor in Travnik. I mean, some of the recent comments were absolutely horrendous. I mean, about the restaurant. I think 2 or 3 people gave them 1 star because of the service. But when I was there, I mean, it was pretty chill for me because I only ordered a portion of serapi, a small portion, which is like 5 pieces. I also asked for a glass of yogurt. So the price was quite fair. It was 5 marks, which is basically around €2.50. So I've got the bill here. The restaurant has a very nice atmosphere. I mean, the whole decoration was very well maintained. Looks like a bit of a contemporary a decoration inside the restaurant. I mean, the waiter that served me, actually, he was quite nice. I mean, he doesn't speak much English, but at least, the basic ones like, what do I want? Half bread, if there's anything I want to drink, the bill, where do I pay? So, yeah, basic English, he can communicate, so that's fine. Absolutely no problem with them. So, yeah, I guess it is quite personal. I mean, to every restaurant you go to, it is a personal experience. So obviously some of the people who went there actually felt like, they didn't get good service or there was some hiccups. It happens coming from a hospitality background. Not everyone will like the restaurant or the hotel they stay in. Not everyone will have the same experience. Depends on the location and all that. So yeah, I understand that. But overall, the food was very nice. The bread was amazing. Especially, when you have the oil dripping from the serapi onto the bread, and then the bread is freshly baked. It was heaven. So for me, the experience was very positive, and the price was quite reasonable. So for me, it was a nice experience. The #1 restaurant in Travnik on TripAdvisor. So I guess it does deserve the spot as it is. For the next video, we're gonna basically explore a little bit the city of Yace. It has a great waterfall, as I was told. Has a watermill, has a lake, and it also has a nice fortress. So we will go around Yace and see what exactly is going on in the city, and then to see those places, and I'll try to visit also the restaurant that is #1 ranked on TripAdvisor and let you know the actual feedback. Alright, so that's it. See you next time.